keep up with him. And I thought if anything goes wrong, if he skips a step, if it doesn't land just right, he's going to go dun, 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 and take the rest of us down with him. And so, yeah, kudos to you.
Nothing
Congratulations. Nothing bad happened, except that Eric is going to be sore now, and we're going to hear about it for the next 3 days.
Sorry, I can't help it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could.
You could.
All right, I'll shut up. I won't tell you when I hurt.
You won't tell me when he hurts.
All right.
Well, would you tell me when you're having an event?
I will always tell you when I'm having an event.
Right?
Because events are meant to be shared.
Events are meant to be shared. So how do we get the event out? How do we make sure that we're promoting the events that maybe it's our book launch, maybe it's a ribbon cutting, maybe it's a fundraiser event, a holiday party, customer appreciation. We want people to show up, and so we have to be really strong in our promotion in order to have a successful turnout rate.
Right.
Because I don't know if you've looked at your Facebook events that you've been invited to.
Sure.
It's probably a lot.
Oh, yeah.
How often? I mean, do you go to all of them?
I don't go to hardly any of them. But I look at them.
But you look at them.
I do.
Well, that just tickles their hearts, I'm sure. Eric saw it. That's all good. That's why we invited him. We just wanted him to see it.
Folks, you need a system. You need a system to get the word out, to boost more response, more than just I looked at it.
All right. Well, let's start with this. Let's first do a 3-part email series.
Okay.
So, using email marketing, if you're using that to be the core of your promotion strategy, then there's a 3-part email series. So the first one is the event announcement.
Save the date.
So as soon as the date is nailed down, they say as soon as 6 weeks.
Yeah.
No sooner than 6 weeks is necessary.
No, nobody's planning anything beyond 6 weeks.
They're not going to put it on their calendar. They're not going to hold it for you unless maybe it's a wedding. But for your book launch, your ribbon cutting, your grand, all of that,
6 weeks is
6 weeks is plenty. So send out an email that says save the date.
Next, send an event reminder. That's usually like the day or week before.
Or even up to 2 weeks before. Especially if you need them to buy tickets, maybe it is a benefit where they need to buy tickets or buy tables, or if there's something special they're going to have to do, even as much as 3-4 weeks out, so that they can, if they have to buy a dress or rent a tux, rent a limo.
Right.
These are things that Angel likes to do.
I know.
So, but if it's just a launch or ribbon cutting, they can just show up. 2 or 3 weeks is plenty. And then a last chance email that creates a sense of urgency to boost those last minute RSVPs, 5 to 7 days, beforehand. Now, keep all of the emails short and sweet so people can make snap decisions and act fast. We talked a little bit about what has to be in your emails to create a call to action.
Gotta have a picture.
Pictures.
Mm-hmm. So
focus on a picture, a paragraph, and a call to action.
There it is.
Right? And the call to action brings them to the landing page on your website, that's where you can put all the details. Doesn't have to be in the email. Send them to the landing page. Right. I think, well, gosh, we're sending an email. We might as well tell them everything we need to know.
So systems like Eventbrite do that just beautifully, all taken care of. The next thing is, now you've got your email, 1, 2, 3 punch. Now you got to get the word out using social media.
Use your social media, right? So email marketing, they say, allows you to reach your audience differently, right? Directly in their inbox. Social media, just a little bit trickier because it's not necessarily going directly to them. It's kind of sitting there in their feed and in their wall.
Or it's not, depending on the algorithms of the software. Facebook limits the number of people who see what you write.
That is true. So again, focus on pictures.
Yep.
The visual content, make it catchy, make it really pretty.
Facebook Live.
Do
a video.
Videos, all of that, not just the text, not just the invitation itself, but using pictures. This is also a great chance to repurpose from any prior events using pictures to show kind of that fear of missing out, of extend that. This is what we did the last time we threw a party, and look how fun that was. So anything that relives a great memory will encourage people then to sign up for the next one.
Wouldn't be a conversation of Experience Pros caliber if we didn't encourage you to collaborate.
I think there's probably a lot of power partners you could reach out to.
Absolutely. Your vendors, anybody who's going to be part of the event, get them to share the event with what's going on. Your staff, your speakers, even the people who register, ask them to share the event with other people.
And then depending on the event, there are probably even some different media outlets. You know, you talked about Eventbrite. I think there's a new one, like just one that connects with Facebook where you can create your event.
Okay.
But you can even post it on local media outlets. Sometimes have a free event board where you can post. If you
Love that.
If they're networking events, or maybe even in your trade association, where you can add your events. If you are a member of a chamber, oftentimes you can add your event to their calendar as well. And so there's your four steps. Number 1 was that 3-part email series. Number 2, extending your reach with social media. Number 3, collaborate with all the players. And number 4, posting it on different outlets, in different groups that you are a part of. You know, you've got different segments of audiences and groups that you've probably joined. This is a great opportunity to get those groups to all come together in one place.
Once you host the event, once it's done, you gotta follow up.
Well, this is where I think we all tend to drop the ball.
Sure.
Is we think, okay, they came, they now know who we are, they know what we sell.
Right.
They'll just buy. Yeah, they'll just come back and they'll just buy.
Doesn't work that way.
But we are all so bombarded. We are all so swamped. And the digital age just keeps us more and more buried under notifications. So in order for you to stand out, in order to make sure that they're going to go through your sales process or come back and share it with friends, it's all in the follow-up.
Yes.
Whether that's a coffee meeting, a networking event, if you spoke somewhere, it's all about keeping them enthused and engaged with what your product is and your brand.
Absolutely.
All of that. I love thank you cards. I love handwritten thank you cards.
Handwritten thank you cards are so unique, Angel. You know, you think, well, no, they're not. Hallmark made a whole business on them. But when was the last time you got one? When was the last time you sent one? Go out and reinvent that, if you will. Get somebody to write. If you don't have great handwriting, find somebody who does have great handwriting. But just take the time to write a simple thank you. Doesn't have to be long, don't write a novel, just a simple thank you and stick that in the mail. Oh, it goes a long way.
Well, think about what we all get in the mail these days. It's bills, it's, solicitations, advertisements, a note card. When you send a note card, one, it typically goes to the top of the pile, so it gets opened first. Creates a little excitement, right? A little adrenaline boost, a little dopamine kind of goes on, which relates to your brand. So good juju instantly. You could send that in an email, but it doesn't have that same response. With a handwritten note card, they say that it's actually usually impacts 6 different people.
Right. Go ahead.
Whereas with an email, just you.
I'll read it and delete it.
Read it and delete it.
Yep.
And but a card will be saved. It'll be displayed, and it'll often even be shared. People will take a picture of it and post it on social media. So now that number 6, bam.
Right.
It just blew up.
It's funny because when people do take pictures, and I'm one of them who tends to take a picture of a thank you card, so are you. And we put it out on Facebook.
Oh, Amanda says, we love the chamber calendars.
Right.
She's with the American Cancer Society.
Yes.
So yes, using the chamber to promote their events. Sorry, Eric, I didn't mean to step over you.
No, the point of it is, when you share it like that, it just reinforces how special a handwritten note really is. All right, gang, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, more positive business talk. That's what you've come to expect from the Experienced Pros radio show. If you'd like the archives of this broadcast or anything that we say or do, go check out experiencepros.com/radio.
You're listening to the Experienced Pros radio show, America's home for positive